So the first question we will be discussing is when, where, and between whom was the first Carnatic war fought, and which warring faction won the war? Now, the question has two parts. One has three questions: when, where, and between whom, and the second is which warring faction won the war. So, as you can see on the screen, the war happened between 1946 to 48. So now, the war happened between 1746 to 48. Now, the second question, where? Actually, it happened in the Carnatic region, which is in South India. And the next is between whom? The war, in the war, three groups were engaged. One was the British, another was the French, and another one was the Nawab of Carnatic. He also fought the battle with the French, but it has a different issue. Actually, the war happened between British and French, and it was the somehow the result of the succession war at that time, which was going in Europe. So, due to which uh, uh, here in India, British and French were on opposite sides, and due to that succession war, here they were fighting. So, at the beginning, the British brought their reinforcement from Europe, and when their naval force arrived, the French offered them the peace कि नहीं भाई हम लोगों को लड़ाई झगड़ा नहीं करना है. And at the same time, the Nawab of Carnatic also ordered the same thing कि there should not be any war due to the succession war which was going in Europe at that time. But when the British naval forces returned, then the French found it convenient and easy, and they attacked Madras and captured it. Then the Britishers they complained to Nawab कि भाई आपने तो बोला था कि कोई लड़ाई नहीं होनी चाहिए, लेकिन देखिए उन्होंने हमारे ऊपर अटैक कर दिया. After that, there was a battle between French and the Nawab of Carnatic, in which the Nawab was defeated. And after some time, there was a peace treaty between. After some time, the British attacked the French, and then at the end there was a peace treaty. So, and after the peace treaty, they restored each one's territories and promise a mutual and friendship relationship between them. Actually, the next question which was asking who won the war. The result of war was inconclusive, but as per the fact, we can say that the British won the war. Moving towards the next question. Now, this question also has three parts. The first one is what is the meaning of dual government in Bengal? Number two, how did the British benefit from it? And the number three, which governor abolished it? So the first question, what is the dual government? Actually, it was a form of government in Bengal in which the British divided the administration into two parts. The common administration was given to Nawab, and the company got the right to collect Diwani. Diwani means to collect revenue, and this system provide immense power to the British because the company has now the control over the army, they control the judiciary, and they had the revenue, means they had the money. But having the control of army, judiciary, and revenue, they were not responsible for doing any development work, and the Nawab was responsible for day-to-day administration development work, but he had no resources as the army was under the control of company, judiciary was under the control of company, and revenue were under control of company. Now the third question which is asking which governor abolished it. So it was abolished in 1772. Why? Warren Hastings. Now, the next question that we have, how did Hyder Ali beat the English at their own game during the first Anglo-Mysore War? Actually, British had this monopoly that ki, whenever they wish to control something, they wish to attack, they wish to gain territory, they used to create pressure on the local rulers. So to create pressure on Hyder Ali, The English made a triple alliance with the Nizam and the Marathas in 1767. Actually, Nizam and Marathas, they were not in favor of Hyder Ali, so they went in. So they made alliance with the English, thinking that whenever we will attack on Hyder Ali, we will get help from English. And at that time, the English or the European companies which were in India, they were very famous for their armies. They had a well-trained army. But when Hyder Ali get this information, what he did, he made peace with the Marathas, and he also offered Nizam that we will provide you some territory if you will leave the alliance with the British and you will come with us. And after making peace with Maratha and Nizam, Hyder Ali attacked Erkot, and there was a battle between the two sides in which the English faced a heavy loss. And after that, Hyder Ali forced the Britishers to sign a treaty of mutual help and peace with Hyder Ali. So, in this, what the question is asking, that English were the first to made alliance with the Nizam and Maratha, but what Hyder Ali did, Hyder Ali bring the Marathas and Nizam in his side, and then he attacked Britishers and defeated. So this was the first battle of Mysore. Now the next question is, analyze the dual system of government in Bengal to prove that the system benefited the British but adversely affected the people of Bengal. We have already discussed this question. Actually, the dual government of system was the idea of Britishers, and they know that it is going to benefit them only. So as it was, we have already discussed, it started in 1765 in Bengal, and under this system the administration was divided into two parts. One was the general administration, another was the right to collect Diwani. So the Nawab was handed over the day-to-day administration, and the company was given the control of army, the judiciary, and the revenue collection of Bengal. Now, the as you can see, the company has control over different issues. They had a source of income, they had the judiciary, and they had a well army. So it increased their power in Bengal. And the Nawab was responsible for day-to-day administration, but he had no any resources, due to which the general people had to suffer because no one was there to taking care of them. Nawab wished to take care, but he has no resources, and the company had the resources, but he was least bothered about it. Now the what happened due to this, that there was a famine in Bengal in 1770, and in that famine thousands of people died without food. Nawab could not do anything to help the people, to help the victim, and the company did not even taken care, did not think about it, that we should help the victims. So at the end, the common people were the sufferer. Now the next question. In which three ways were the Britishers benefited by winning the Battle of Palasi? So the Battle of Palasi, whatever the battle Britishers fought in India, if you will study carefully, you will find that if they were defeated, then they offered a peace treaty, and the battle in which they were victorious, they offered their term and condition which could benefit only the Britishers. So after this Battle of Palasi, the first thing that Britishers do, they replace Sirajuddaulah, the Nawab of Bengal, with a new Nawab in Bengal. And this new Nawab was Mir Jafar. They installed Mir Jafar as a new Nawab so that they could gain the trade advantage or trade benefit as per their own wish. So the Sirajuddaulah was replaced. He was defeated in the battle, so he was replaced, and the new Nawab that is Mir Jafar was installed as the new Nawab of Bengal. Now, once Mir Jafar was installed as a new Nawab in Bengal, so the Britishers started consolidating their position. They started taking advantage from Mir Jafar as they have made him the Nawab. And after that, after becoming Nawab, Mir Jafar gifted a lot of money and 24 Pargana, it is a district in West Bengal, to the Britishers as a gift. He was very happy that he has become the Nawab, and then he gifted a large amount of money and 24 Pargana as a gift to the Britishers. The next question is, explain the cause and consequences of Second Anglo-Mysore War of 1780 to 84. Second Anglo-Mysore war was fought between 1780 to 84. Now, what was its cause? Actually, the main cause was the ambitions of the English. The English wanted to defeat the French. Actually, they had the English and the French has the competition that who is going to be the more who is going to be the superpower in. So there was a competition between English and French, and both of them were trying to defeat one another. So the English wanted to attack French at Mahe, which is in Mysore, in 1780, and the Hyder Ali has a friendly relation with the French. So Hyder Ali did not permit it, and therefore the British got angry and they declared war against Hyder Ali and his alliance with the Nizam and Maratha. We have already studied that Hyder Ali made the alliance with the Nizam and Maratha, and in the first Anglo-Mysore war he has defeated the English. So the British were in search of the right time when they can defeat Hyder Ali. So here they got it in 1780 when the Hyder Ali did not allow them to attack on French. Now the consequences, what happened in the war? Hyder Ali captured Ercourt by defeating the British. Again Hyder Ali in the beginning, he defeated the French and captured Ercourt. During the war, Hyder Ali died, but his son Tipu Sultan continued to fight against the British. Then in 1784, the Treaty of Mangalore took place. In this treaty, both the parties, one side was there, Hyder Ali's son Tipu Sultan, and another side were British. And they decided that they will restore each other's conquered territories, and whatever the prisoner they have captured, they will set it free. Means it was a treaty of mutual